All right, I'm back in the car again today with a little message from one of the artists that I got to work for, a girl named Lauryn Hill. You may have heard of her. She used to be in a group called the Fugees, remember? Ooh la la la. Anyway, don't make me sing. And she had a single, an album called The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, which just crushed it. And I just wanted to share with you a couple thoughts that I had about what it was about Lauryn Hill, about why she was so successful. I got to spend an entire summer with Lauryn Hill. I was her tour manager. I got referred to her from a good friend of my mentor, a guy named Michael Lang, who was basically the creator of the Woodstock Festival. And he basically introduced me to Lauryn Hill. She was managed by her mother at that time, Miss Hill, her mother, and Mrs. Hill, sorry. Lauryn we called Miss Hill, and her mom we called Mrs. Hill. And I got to take her and this entire crew of like over 100 people all the way from Dubai in the Middle East all the way up to Norway, the Arctic Circle. So it was a pretty awesome summer. I got to spend 3 months with her every single day. And, you know, I always like to study artists and what makes them successful. Now, obviously, the number one thing that made her successful was that she focused on her strengths, not on her weaknesses. It's really easy for us to say, oh, I got to get better at that, I got to be better at that. But here's a crazy concept. Why don't we focus on what we're good at? Why don't we focus on the things that we just crush and get better, be the best we can at that one or two those one or two things that we are good at? Listen, for everything that you suck at, there's going to be 10 people that are better than you. So no matter how good you get, you're never going to get amazing at the things that you suck at. So just go ahead and focus on your strengths. The number two reason that I think that she was successful was she has a thing called posture. Her confidence level is on, if the rest of the world is on a 10, she's like on a 20. You know, she is through the stratosphere. She could have 20,000 people sitting, waiting for her to go on stage for an hour. She doesn't care. She goes on when she's ready. Her posture is like a 20 out of 10. Well, what does that mean? Why is posture so important? Posture is like your confidence. When you walk into a room, you're blessing the room with your presence. I don't mean that from an egotistical way. It literally means that when I walk in, I'm so confident, like Zig Ziglar said, go after Moby Dick in a rowboat and take the tartar sauce with you. You know, that's posture. Posture means I'm so confident in myself. I'm confident in the product that I represent, that I sell. I'm confident in my ability to add value to the people that I'm working with. I'm confident at my strengths. And when you walk in with that posture, people understand it, they get it, and they feel comfortable. There's a lot of fear out there in the world as far as your career, in sales especially. There's a lot of fear about the decision. I just talked to a lady who I put into my business, and she said, I'm nervous, I'm excited, but I'm nervous. I said, just be excited. So then she just texted me a little message of Snoopy, that one where he's, you know, and I said, that's what I'm talking about. Just be excited. So how on earth did Lauryn Hill do so well? Obviously she had talent and she focused on it. She had strengths, but talent and passion for what you do is not enough. You have got to go in there and just own it every single day. And I love studying all these musicians that I've had the blessing of working with over the years because I take notes and learn from all of them. Lauryn Hill, when we went to Europe from the Middle East up to the Arctic Circle, she was pregnant. She was 3 months pregnant with her fifth kid from a guy named Rohan Marley, Bob Marley's son. But yet she went on stage every night and she just crushed it. She was pregnant. She was having issues. She was moody. She was all of these things. And she had a reputation that sort of developed of somebody that, you know, was kind of difficult to work with. And I went in there and I could have made excuses and everything else, but I went in there and I was just positive and I had posture and my abilities and we met eye to eye. We didn't always see eye to eye. That she had very clear expectations. So again, if there's anything I could offer that we could learn from Lauryn Hill and her 8 Grammys and 50 million records or whatever she sold, it's posture. Okay, first and foremost is your posture. And making sure that you have a very clear direction, that you focus on your strengths. Don't focus on your weakness. There's going to be somebody better than you at everything that you suck at. So just focus on your strengths, identify what you're good at, and finally, here's the breakthrough. Surround yourself with people that are better than you at what you suck at. If you're not good at social media, learn it. But attach yourself to somebody who's an expert. Learn from them. Watch from them. If you're not good at sales, find somebody that knows how to talk. It's really simple, especially in direct selling. Hey, Steven, and yes, you know what I'm talking about. I did learn something from that tour. Anyway, I'm trying to find the positives in everything I do, and that's another last closing statement that I'll leave you with. No matter how bad things are, because that tour was tough, and Steven will tell you, that tour was so bad, but here's what I took away from it. I found the positive in everything. There are people that nurture grudges like a garden. There are people out there that will find the negative about every single thing there is to find. They focus on the negative. So by focusing our strengths, focusing on the positive, we're going to block out all the negative energy. So become bulletproof from negativity. That's my concept. I walk into a room and I'm going to own it. I don't care what objections we have. I don't care what negativity there is. I don't need it in my life. I got enough negativity on the radio, on CNN, on the news. I get all the people have cancer and they're dying, and there's enough negativity. We don't need it. Shield yourself from it. Get up every morning and say, I'm going to be a bulletproof from negativity. I'm going to be positive. I'm going to have confidence and posture in whatever I'm doing. And then I'm just going to go out there and crush it. So anyway, just a little bit of lessons from the road. I'm going to try to do this more often with some of the celebrity people I've had the pleasure working with. I'm just going to share some things that hopefully I could pay it forward. And I appreciate you guys joining. All right, have a great day. Thanks for watching.